Dipan Mehta is with us of Elixir Equities. Dipan, good morning. Good to have you with us here. Thanks for joining in. And Dipan, you heard the conversation with Nilesh Bhai. What's your sense? Here in India, gold, of course, is everybody owns gold, and not everyone. I mean, household gold is very, very large. Financial assets, in terms of gold allocation, perhaps not so much. Globally, I mean, even gold mining stocks, silver mining stocks, all these mining stocks are ripping higher. Not so much here in that sense. But we had a fair bit of chat on gold, silver, etc. Just start with markets and what's in your mind. So many earnings, Dipan, to tackle over the last 24 hours. GE Vernova has raised its guidance. Stock has fallen from the highs. Was up 6% yesterday. Any thoughts? Let's start there, Dipan.
Prashant, my eye is just on the earnings season. And as I was thinking since morning that what has not done well, okay, because when I'm looking at the earnings season so far, has been pretty decent. What has not done well, Reliance, large cap bank, large cap software services companies, one paint company. Apart from that, by and large, we have got decent, very good numbers, slightly below expectation, also optically because of the labor code implementation. Optically, the numbers at the net level and PBT level don't look that promising. But if you cut out all the exceptional items, this year has been pretty decent for the whole host. This quarter has been pretty decent for markets across the board. And I think that gives us confidence that, this lean phase also will pass and we may see the markets go back and beyond the all-time highs. Now, GE Vernova specifically, I think for investor realizing is that in this entire power game or energy situation, the best way to play it is through the distribution companies. So you avoid the equipment manufacturers, you avoid the end product customers, but the distribution is going to keep on expanding. So whether it's transformers, whether it's transmission lines, all the intermediate equipment, all of that is doing well. But considering the valuations and the growth, my preference is for the transmission companies. And I think they're sitting on 2-3 year type of order book position, right, from KEC, Transrail, Kalpataru, and some of the transformer companies. But from a risk return profile, I prefer the transmission tower companies. But nonetheless, I think GE Vernova also, if they had invested in it, I would remain invested.
Dipan, what explains this continuous fall in underperformance of real estate? 12% lower for the realty index since the start of the year. Have you picked up anything? Because I think you track it. In the past, you've spoken about Godrej Properties.
That's right. I think that they're hitting some sort of an air pocket. And although the long-term growth rates are great and we are in a nice multi-year upcycle, I think because of higher prices and also focus of the real estate developers on premium properties, that is impacting the current flow in terms of price increases and volume. I think it's temporary. Maybe the stocks will correct a little bit more over there. But nonetheless, I think next 3-4 years looks very promising for the real estate companies. What I like best is that their focus is on collection, their focus is on reducing debt and on selling. And that's the numbers they keep on flashing in their quarterly returns. It's not just, the quarterly numbers. It's not just what profit and bottom line and top line, but what collections. And also one last interesting thing, if you compare over the quarter, they are keeping on adding more and more projects successfully. And they're also going for projects where their asset allocation or the resource requirement also has come down. Like
right.
Positive on this company.
Okay, all right. Hi, Dipan. Good to see you. And Dipan, when you talk about gold, there are limited ways of playing it, right? And one way could be from the gold financier's view. Some of the stocks are not very, very cheap. If you look at Muthoot, then you have Manappuram and maybe you have an IFL Finance as well. Will you look at gold financiers as a theme? Because cost of borrowing is likely to remain a little bit subdued, while gold prices are moving up, so their LTV is falling. Your take?
Nigel, the best way to play gold is the MCX.
Best way to play gold is? MCX. All right.
Stock. You look at the performance of the stock, it's part of our portfolio, of our PMS as a measure of disclosure and our model portfolio. The stock has delivered exceptional returns over the last 1 year or so, I think 125% or so. And it's not just the gold prices going up, bullion prices going up, which benefits MCX because their turnover is, their revenues linked to that, but also the phenomenal growth that they have got in options. And that's gone quite unnoticed. Stock, of course, is on the expensive side. But if you want to play gold bullion and you feel that the 2-3 year kind of a runway, then MCX is going to be phenomenally the best way to play. they have more than 90% or 99% type of market share in bullion trading and also in crude oil. So if you want to play, that's the best way to play. But yes, I agree. Gold finance companies also are great, right from IFL Finance to Muthoot to Manappuram. All of these also are great plays. But I think a lot of competition is coming into gold financing, and at some point of time, that may subdue the kind of returns and the margins that these companies have.
I was looking at the average daily turnover for MCX. I was looking at a sales note, and if I got that correct, it's around 10,150 crores for the month of January on an average. And in Q3, the average was around 7,000 crores. So that's the kind of average ADTV that we've seen.
Absolutely. It's kind of beaten the stock exchanges, at least, right, in terms of price performance, but I mean, also the absolute dominant player in the commodity exchange space. Dipan, defense, right? Everyone agrees defense spending will go up. The chief economic advisor who's written in the newspaper this morning, the economic survey today, focus on a lot of make in India, and defense perhaps is one area where that thrust will be. Stocks have consolidated for a long time now, but they're still, I was looking at something like a solar industries, went up 9% yesterday, still at 60 times earnings. You can say it was at 100 times, but what's your sense? Anything to play here on the defense?
No, Prashant, I think that's a well-known story, well-discovered, overall, well-researched. I think time to move on beyond defense. Sure, I think you are seeing a pre-budget buying taking place over there. But I'm going deeper and deeper into small mid-cap stocks. The earnings have been strong, where the management commentary is positive. I think the next set of stocks will not be defense, PSU. I think it has to be something else. And I think that's where our focus is on. So I would say that defense, if you're having in your portfolio, remain invested, it will give you market or slightly higher market returns, but not going to give you multi-bagger returns or great wealth creation. But this subdued trend in mid-cap and small-cap stocks is like a 10-year opportunity to buy into stocks. And I don't know which stocks will give multi-bagger returns 3-4 years down the line. You never know it. But this is the opportunity to get into stocks which can give outsized returns over the next 3-4 years or so. Because the entry price is attractive.
Dipan, will you leave us with 3 names in the mid-cap, small-cap? Just names. Just names. We will ask you reasons later.
I'm invested and looking at actual losses in companies like BLS, Sky Gold. Sagility did well, of course. And then there is, of course, the Zaggle Prepaid.
I see.
So there are these companies, where I feel the business model is slightly different. Okay. And one of the kind, so focusing over there. But right now, although we've invested in them, we are looking at mark-to-market losses, and our views on these companies can be biased because of our, ownership in these companies. So please take that as a very strong.
Absolutely. Thanks very much, Dipan. Appreciate it, and thanks for staying with us. We'll take a quick commercial break here.